All right, so what's next? What's next for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and Manny Pacquiao? We got three champions right here. The wars are closing in. It's closing in big time. So we see what Danny Garcia got a fight coming up. We got Mikey Garcia with a fight coming up. Those two are busy. They're going to be busy. But right now, Manny Pacquiao's not busy. Errol Spence is not busy. And Terrence Crawford is not busy. So we hearing all this stuff about how Crawford wants to fight. Spence wants to fight with the Twitter nonsense. Manny Pacquiao putting his 2 cents in on Twitter now. So, who's gonna fold first? Who's gonna come up with some fighter they're gonna fight next? Okay, and this includes Manny Pacquiao as well. Okay, this includes him too. Now he say he's gonna fight March and April. Spence say he's gonna fight May or June. Okay, but the way I see it, who's the boss? And when I say that, I'm saying that, listen, let me ask you some questions without my opinion. I think that's the thing to do. I want to ask you some questions. Who you think makes more money? I'm not putting my 2 cents in. I'm just asking you the question, okay? Who makes more money? Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford? Big fight. Awesome fight. It's going to make money, right? We have facts on that. Because all the boxing fans wants to see that fight. There's fans that's unknown to Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You know, if you ask them that, you know, they're not going to give you the same answer if you ask them who's Manny Pacquiao. Okay? So there's certain levels to this. Okay? But they're champions and they're on a level. Okay? So, Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. You think that's going to make a lot of money? Yes? Okay. So that's the base. Now let's go to the next thing. Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Do you think that's going to make a lot of money? Yes. Let me ask you this question. Do you think it's going to make more money than Errol Spence versus Spence? I'm not putting my opinion into that. I'm asking you. Yes or no? Okay? Now, Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford. Bud. Do that fight make more money than Manny Pacquiao fighting Spence? Manny Pacquiao fighting Terrence Crawford? I'm getting mixed up here because there's so much shit going on. So I'm just going to let it be. Do you think that fight going to make money? Terrence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. Do you think that's going to make money? Okay. Do you think it's going to make more money than Terrence versus Spence? Okay, so the facts is in now, okay? So this is my opinion. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence fights Manny Pacquiao. Both of these fighters will make more money fighting Pacquiao than them fighting themselves. No, but don't, what? No, don't get me wrong. I don't mind seeing Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford first. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with that. Any direction you want to put this, I still have no problem with it. Okay? So let's say Manny Pacquiao folds first. Yeah. Let's say this man folds first, and let's see Danny Garcia finish his fight. Mikey finishes fight with Vargas. Those two are open, right? So far, we're not hearing nothing from Spence, and we're not hearing nothing from Crawford on both sides, okay? But let's say Manny Pacquiao, for some reason, decides go the route with Danny or Mikey, right? Okay. I would say, would I call that a duck? Would I call that a fold? Would I call that, whatever, I don't know what to call it, okay? But they all three said that they want each other. So if it does not happen, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Because all three is free right now. the cherry picks that he could pick. When I mean cherry picks, I didn't mean they suck or nothing. I'm just saying there's no reason to pick these two people to fight, Danny and Mikey. It doesn't. You got 3 champions, let them fight, okay? One gonna have to fight the other. So let's say Manny Pacquiao folds and he decides to fight Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia. Okay, guess what? Guess what? It still gives enough time to make Spence versus Bud. Yeah. What are these two doing? What is these two doing? Okay? What are they doing? Because, let's say Manny Pacquiao, he gonna fight March and April, but he can't fight May and June because he has senator duties and stuff like that. I'm not sure about that. I don't have a fact about that, but the man says he's gonna fight in March and April. Listen, if you know your biggest fight is Manny Pacquiao, the cash cow, and everybody waiting for him, and everybody want to fight him before they want to fight each other, and that's facts. That's facts, okay? Because all these fighters said it. All of them said it. All of them want Pacquiao, okay? But it's not in the same time frame. It's either get with the program and go by Manny's time frame, or lose out and wait. That's how I see it. So if Pacquiao chooses Errol Spence and say, listen, I want this fight next, but I heard that you coming back in May and June. But wait, what did you say? No, it had nothing to do with the accident, bro. You know why I say it had nothing to do with the accident? Because the man said he was cleared. The man said he was cleared, bro. He's medically cleared. So, March, April, May, June, okay? If Manny comes back in April and he wants to fight with Spence, I think Spence, since he said he's medically cleared. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm one of the brothers that be like, listen, I don't want you to fight Terrence Crawford, and I don't want you to fight Manny Pacquiao. I want you to have a tune-up. I don't want you going in there fighting Danny, Terrence, Bud Crawford. I don't think it's fair to us, the fans, but the fans are listening to what Spence is saying, and the man says he's cleared, medically cleared, so he will be ready. All right, I don't want to hear this. I keep saying the man needs a tune-up. Not everybody saying that I don't want no fight. You don't know what you're talking about. But okay, we're gonna leave that alone. So let's say Manny Pacquiao fold and he faces Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia. Okay, Mikey Garcia, me and BFT had that discussion and that argument. He does not deserve it. I agree with him. He don't deserve it. So I really don't care to see that fight. But there's only one reason why I really want to see that fight. Only one reason. But I don't care. If he chooses that, then it is what it is. He's still going to make money. Okay? He's still going to make big money. That man's Mexican. That man's Filipino. You know how that gets down. Okay? He's still going to make money regardless. He's still going to make 20 mil. Okay? All right? But if that happens, if he fights Mikey or Danny, it still gives you opportunity and it still gives you time for Bob Arum, Al Heyman, Crawford, and Spence to make the fight. What are they fucking doing? Oh, so you're going to tell me that since Manny Pacquiao chose to go this way, well, those fighters are not going to fight each other? They're going to end up fighting somebody else? Okay. Porter's not in the game right now. Yes, Terrence Crawford could fight Porter, right? If it's necessary. I have no problem with that either. I have no problem with that, bro. Okay, no problem at all. But what is Spence and Crawford doing? If Manny Pacquiao fold and don't pick those two guys and decide to go Danny or Mikey situation. So that's why I say for me, I'd rather sit back and wait and see what these two fighters are going to do, because it's going to give you an answer. Crawford's going to give you an answer and Spence going to give you an answer. Is Terrence Crawford going to fight Bud? Is Terrence Crawford, look, I'm cuckoo right now. Is Terrence Crawford's going to fight Porter? And what's going on with Spence? And when he comes back, what is he going to do? Okay, he said he wanted Manny Pacquiao. Fine. I say that's a dumb move. Honestly, I love the man. That's why I say this is a dumb move, man. I also think it's a dumb move to fight Bud Crawford too, coming back off an accident. But everybody gonna get on my case. The ninjas gonna be like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but when something don't go right, y'all gonna bring that accident up. I said it first. I'm here telling you this now, right now. I'm telling you this right now. I ain't trying to hear that because the man said he medically cleared. Okay? So if you don't want to give this man, if you don't want this man to get a tune-up and you want him to go straight into the fight, there's no reason for you to bring no damn car accident up. Okay? But I already said my opinion about him having a tune-up first. Okay? You got the whole year. Okay? The year just started. You fight in June, you can fight back in September. Okay? The only thing I can see that could cock block this shit is Mayweather coming back. That's it. That's it. But if Manny Pacquiao folds, because the walls are closing in, 3 champions, and he decides to go this route and that route, well, there's plenty of time and no interruptions at all. No interruptions for Manny Pacquiao because he's going to be busy. So what's going on with Spence and Crawford? This is a good birth. It's still a win-win. It's still a win-win. You understand, my dude? It's still a win-win. What is the problem of these two fighting? And let me tell you something strategically. Me and BFT was talking, and he put me in the grave, you know. He dug me, you know, because, you know, I'm still learning, and I take my pride and I push it aside, right? And if I have something on my mind, I'm going to say it. I mean, I hate the brother. See, that's the problem with y'all niggas, yo. Y'all too emotional. Y'all can't speak up because y'all too emotional, okay? Yeah, I'm a fan of Manny Pacquiao, but I'm not delusional, okay? Like I said, Mayweather beat Pacquiao. Ninjas like me for that. Pactars don't like me saying that, okay? Then I tell the ninjas, I like Manny Pacquiao. I think he's this so-called mythical pound for pound, okay? I think that he's better than all the welterweights. He accomplished a lot. They look at me like, this fucking dude is stupid. Okay, so like I said, I'm the lone wolf. I got the ninjas don't like me, the Pactars don't like me, and that's fine. Enough of me, all right? I'm talking about Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, and Crawford. What are they gonna do? Because if Pacquiao is back, then decide to fight Danny Garcia and make an easy $20 million, right? And he strategically do that just to see if this Arum and Al Heyman and Bud and Crawford. And you know this thing about Bob Arum. He always saying somebody needs to call him. Nigga, do you have all the welterweights? Do you have all the welterweights? No. You ain't got nobody in stable to fight Crawford. What are you going to do? Fight Progress? Or what are you going to do? You going to fight somebody else? Nah, you can't do that no more, man. That shit's over, yo. That shit's over. It's either you fight. It's like, and guess what? If you pick Porter on the PBC side and you can make that fight, okay? I ain't talking about the Tyson. Yeah, y'all made that Tyson Fury fight and Wilder, but there was an exception to that. The exceptions is they fought already, and you wasn't with Bob Arum. They wasn't with Bob Arum. All you did was took Tyson Fury, wasted time, well, at the same time, made his name a little bit bigger, put him in the WWE, giving him 2 tune-ups, you know, hesitating to squeeze all the money out the fans. Okay, so that fight is going to happen now. You know you're going to make some money off of it, and that's the opportunity that you got. Okay, Bob Arum? So let's not play. Let's not play. Okay, fine. But if you could make the Porter fight next, why the fuck you can't make the fucking Spence fight? If you could go to this side of the street and make a fight with Porter, then why you need that fight so bad? Fight Errol Spence. Now, they already said on the record they both want to fight. So now, if push come to shove, they both want to fight, but we get something different, and Manny Pacquiao over here fighting Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia, what are we talking about? It's still the beginning of the year. Something gonna have to happen around September. And if Mayweather don't come back and cock block this whole situation, I don't give a fuck if he come back. If he want to come back and fight an MMA fighter, and then he say he want to fight Pac, fine. But in my opinion, I'd rather him fight Spence. I'd rather fight Spence or Terrence Crawford. And I keep saying, the way Bob Arum keeps talking about somebody need to call him. You see, it's this pride shit, man. No, you need to call somebody. Because you ain't got no fighters to fight Bud Crawford. You don't. So when I hear that kind of fucking, I could dissect shit. That interview with Blue Blood, nah, man. BFT, my man, he dissected that shit. But I already, by what he was saying, I already knew he's full of shit. He's always full of shit. Okay? And that's my next video coming up. And I'm going to dissect it in my way. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. I ain't going to take a whole hour to get that done. I'm going to show you what needs to be said and all the cues and what he said. He was full of shit. Okay? So him talking about people need to call him. He still ain't giving up his pride. Bro, you ain't got no welterweights. Okay? You need to reach out. You need to reach out. Because this waiting for this person to reach out and this one to wait for this one to reach out. Nah. You got a fighter that ain't got nobody to fight. What was that? Yeah, that's what I thought. You got a fighter that ain't got nobody to fight. Okay? Errol could fight Porter again if he wants to. He could fight Manny Pacquiao. He could fight Danny Garcia. Yo, you ain't got nobody to fight. And if I find out that you're going to fight somebody with the whole alphabet name in it, the whole alphabet and his last name, then I know something's going on here. See, y'all still thinking it's not the promoters that's blocking this shit, okay? But it is the fighter and the promoter. And let me tell you something. Sometimes I be thinking that some of these boxers would like to go to a promoter so they can have that option to duck. Can I say that again? Sometimes I think some of these kind of boxers like to go to these promoters because then they have an option to block. And when I mean an option to block, they can blame it on the promoter. Now, the proof that you fucked up, Crawford, is that you re-signed with fucking Bob Arum. So it's half your fault, too. Matter of fact, it is your fault. It is your fault. Because you didn't have to re-sign with that. You could have been a free agent, man. All you had to do is be a free agent. Then you could do whatever you want. I ain't telling you had to go sign up with PBC. If you didn't feel right there, fine. You're a free agent, though. You could do whatever you want. Okay? Errol Spence, man down promotions. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't have to be under Bob Arum. Listen, Bob Arum was there at the time when you needed it, just like Manny Pacquiao at the time he needed it. Okay? Because he had nobody to promote his nonsense, right? At the time. But he stayed too damn long with Bob Arum. He should have been out of there a long time ago. And I used to hate that shit. And what he say after every fight, you can ask my promoter, or what's my next fight? I am just a fighter. I will fight whoever. Okay? But we're not hearing that same talk from Crawford. But we know from history. History always repeats itself. The promoter is fucking cock blocking this shit. And the only reason he's cock blocking it is because Crawford gave him the opportunity to cock block the fucking fight by re-signing. So please, let's stop the bullshit. If Manny Pacquiao folds and decides to fight Danny Garcia and make another 20, or Mikey Garcia, he's gonna make his money and he's still gonna make his pay-per-view numbers. Because these cats, one is Puerto Rican, one is Mexican. He's gonna make his numbers. He's gonna make his numbers. So it doesn't matter to him. But if he strategically say, listen, you know what? I really don't want to do no more business with Bob Arum. Spence, go over there and get that belt for me and bring it back. Oh man, it would be so easy to make this fight. But if Spence go over there and fight Terrence Crawford and they get all the belts, yeah, maybe the fight could still happen. But who knows if it would, because Bob Arum is a local, it's cuckoo, and he does things backwards. You understand where I'm coming from? You understand where I'm coming from, huh? What? Yeah, you do understand where I'm coming from. So, we're going to see what's going to happen next. Somebody going to fold. Somebody's going to find a cherry pick. Somebody's going to fight somebody that we expect not to fight. But 3 champions, something's got to show. Something's got to show for it now. Because the year just beginning, All the fighters that we saw last year and all that foolishness with the alphabet names and this one fighting that one. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't want Spence fighting Bud without a tune-up. See, if I say that with Pacquiao, people get mad. But I'm telling you that with Bud too. Because I want the best for Spence. And if something's not right, I want him to fight a tune-up. To me, he's the only one that could cherry pick. He's the only one that could cherry pick somebody because he's now coming back off an accident. Okay? Listen, Keith Thurman had an elbow and a hand injury. Okay? And he took a tune-up. It's the smartest thing to do. I know y'all cats hate me for saying this, but I want the full fight. I don't want no interruptions. I don't want to see. Just give him a fucking tomato can. Somebody could just, just to see where his capacity, his mental is. Not his physical. I keep saying stop the bullshit with his mouth and his speech and his mental. He had dental work. He's going to get it fixed. Fine. That's it. That has nothing to do with his mental. He's been medically cleared. He said he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao next. I think it's very, very, very stupid and very arrogant and prideful to do this. I really do. But if it goes down, please, brothers, I don't want to hear nothing. Because right now, y'all going with what Spence is saying and not even bringing up that he should need a tune-up. Because you know why? There's more followers that just want to follow but don't want to use their fucking reasoning. All right? But I'm using my reasoning. The man needs a tune-up. Okay? End of discussion. Listen, I got things to do and you got other channels to watch. Before you leave, press the dislike button because you ain't going to like me.